There's certain country clubs where women are still not allowed to play. Even if they are, you're kind of looked down on. It's like the culture of the game of golf that's kind of been the same for hundreds of years, and they just don't know how to change it.
What's up, you guys? I'm Rachel DeMita, and welcome to the Courtside Club. Today, I am joined by golf superstar Paris Hilinski. Paris, welcome to the Courtside Club.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here. I've actually never done a podcast before.
Really?
No, so this is super exciting.
Oh, I love that. This is your first.
Yeah, I really wanted to too, so I can check off my list.
A first for me, we are bringing golf to the Courtside Club.
I love that.
Which I actually had my first kind of experience with at Jalen Rose Celebrity Golf Tournament.
Okay.
So Jalen Rose, former NBA player, basketball superstar, invited me to come play at his golf tournament. And I said, play? Question mark. He was like, yeah, they want you to play. And I was like, okay.
How did that go?
Girl.
Okay, as long as it was fun.
It was so much fun. My dad golfed and he helped me, but like 2 days before the tournament.
Okay.
Golf is not a sport you can learn in 2 days.
No, it is not. It is really not. It is not. It is not easy.
I totally respect the sport because it is so hard.
Thank you. It is definitely really much harder than it looks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So when did you get started playing?
I started when I was 13, 14, so pretty late comparatively to like other people playing at the level I'm at. I picked it up because my dad played a lot like for fun.
Okay.
And I grew up playing basketball and soccer.
Okay.
And I did not want anything to do with golf. But when I got a little bit older, I was like, maybe I should learn it so that I can do something with my dad. Mm-hmm. And then I picked it up, and about a few months into it, I started to get pretty good. And I was like, this is actually really fun. Like, I think once you like kind of get the hang of it, you're like, oh, this is cool. You know? And then about a year and a half into playing, I made the US Open.
Which is insane.
From that point on, it was kind of like, okay, like this is like legit, like I'm actually like good.
Right.
And then from there, I've been playing since. So
I feel like you're every dad's dream child, because my dad always wanted me to play golf and tennis, and I couldn't get into it. And I played basketball. It worked out for me. But that's awesome that you did get to play with your dad. How does one get so good in a year and a half? Because I saw that article, which was basically like from 13 years old to 14 was when you were invited, and then everybody's like, wow, this is a fast track. Yeah
It was pretty crazy. I honestly, like, people always ask me that, like, how did you do that? And I'm like, well, I don't know. But I was like very determined. I think once I hit that like few month mark and I was like, oh, I think I could be like good at this, I was like, okay, I think I can be good at this. So I was like so determined to kind of figure out, okay, how can I do that? And then it ended up just happening like so quickly. And before I realized it, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm actually pretty good. But I never actually grew up watching golf or anything. Okay. So it was a totally new experience. Like I went to the US Open. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't really know who anyone was that was playing. Like it was just me kind of going in and like, hey, I'm just here to play golf. Like, which was very cool. But so I don't really know if I have an answer for like how it happened so fast.
Probably in a way might have helped you because you didn't feel, I guess, so much pressure. You were like, okay, I'm just doing what I've been doing, what I've been practicing.
Exactly. Yeah. It was kind of just like, this is new anyways. So like, what do I have to lose?
So what does your day look like? Because obviously, like I said, I'm familiar playing basketball, running track. I played softball. I did gymnastics a little bit when I was younger, and that's an insane sport. You spend hours and hours. So what does a typical golf practice look like for you when you're at that young age?
When I was younger, it was, I think since I was homeschooled, so I think I didn't have a lot else going on. Like I was like, I'm just gonna go play golf all day, now when I'm home, since I'm not home as often, I really try to like prioritize like my golf. But I think golf's a little bit of like a different sport because like sometimes I'll just go practice for 3-4 hours and I'll just grind on golf swing and putting and stuff, and then sometimes you'll go do that and then play, and then your day ends up being like 14 hours. So it really just kind of depends on like what you're feeling. But I'll try to spend more time when I'm home since I'm gone so much. So try to even out, grind a little.
Well, it's interesting to me because you say that you started late at 13, which I feel like for any sport, if you want to go pro in it, like that is late to start. There are some NBA players who are just like freak athletes who started late and it just worked out for them. But golf is also such a mental game.
Yes.
Do you focus on that at all?
Yes, very much. So I think, especially since I started late, like I think playing other sports, like I was easily able to kind of adapt to like the athletic side, because I was like, I've played other sports, like this shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
The hardest part's definitely the mental aspect, because you're playing against girls who have been like training their brain basically to kind of think a certain way, to like think of themselves in a certain way, and then when you kind of just jump into that, you're like, whoa, like I'm trying, but like I haven't been programmed to think that way. So I think trying to work on that has probably been the hardest part, but also the most fun part, because it's something that doesn't come like supernaturally to me.
Right.
So yeah, I do work on it quite a bit.
I mean, you're still also really young. I mean, we talk about how young you started, but you're 18 right now. Yeah, which is insane. We talked a little bit before cameras were rolling about kind of the pro status in the golf world. Can you break that down for us?
Yeah, golf's kind of a funny sport from that aspect. Basically, to technically be a professional golfer, you kind of just have to announce that you're going to play professional golf. And then once you accept a certain amount of money, you like can't reverse that. But if you haven't made any money, you can just say, hey, I'm a pro golfer, which is very different from other sports, because you have to kind of be in a league or before you can say that. Whereas in golf, you can say it beforehand and then try to go make like the LPGA tour or the European tour. So it's a very different way. Like it doesn't work the same as a lot of other sports, which I think is kind of interesting.
So where do you stand right now?
Right now, technically, I'm still an amateur.
Okay.
Since I'm 18 now, I can turn pro and I can go join any tour that I make. So I plan on doing that soon. And we'll see. This year should be interesting.
I mean, you're definitely on that level and have been for a while. So I do think it's interesting, the structure, and I'm seeing from an outsider's perspective looking in that the culture around golf is changing a bit. Are you seeing that?
I definitely do. I think a lot of people that are outside of golf are trying to change it. I think that a lot of the people that are in golf and have been in golf are not exactly willing to change, and they're not willing to do what it takes to really change. But I see a lot of influence from athletes in other sports, basketball players, football players, skateboarders. A lot of my friends, are super into golf. And I think from that side of things, golf's definitely starting to move forward. I think it has a long way to go. But I think people are really trying to kind of grow it and bring in some more culture and diversity, which it's been lacking for a very long time.
How do you feel it could improve? Because it's one of those things also, like I told you, I played in a celebrity tournament. I don't have too much experience with golf. I worked at Tiger Woods' celebrity golf tournament also, which was really cool meeting Tiger. Also, the tightest handshake that I've ever felt in my life. I thought he was going to break my hand in like the kindest way possible, because he was really nice. But I see, it's this country club that you have to dress a certain way, look a certain way. There's a lot of even unspoken rules about golf.
Yes, definitely.
So do you like that element of it, or do you see it to where, Live Golf came into play and they're like, okay, you can wear shorts now, right? So how do you feel?
I've always kind of been on the more, I guess, like Live side of golf. Like, I don't think that there should be a specific way you have to dress. I mean, I understand, like, when you play a lot of sports, there is like an unspoken thing of like what you wear when you go do your sport. Like, you're not going to go running in heels. Like, I get that, But as someone who's always kind of been not accepted into the like stuck up world of golf, I've kind of, from that aspect, kind of been like an outsider looking in. Because when I go to country clubs, even just as a girl, in a sport like that, there's certain country clubs where women are still not allowed to play. There's certain ones where even if they are, you're kind of looked down on. Yeah. So even from just being a girl, you kind of see that, which is tough.
Yeah.
But I definitely think there's a elitist sort of way of thinking when it comes to clothing. If they see you dressed in a way that's not typical golf, you're kind of looked down on. Doesn't matter what you do or where you're from. Right. I think it's just like it's like the culture of the game of golf that's kind of been the same for hundreds of years, and they just don't know how to change it.
Right.
So it's
It's interesting because it might deter some people from getting into the sport because maybe they think, oh, I wouldn't fit in in this sport, you know?
Most definitely, yeah. So I think like one thing I've really been trying to do, and like my biggest goal, you know, aside from I want to be like one of the best in the world, but my biggest goal is to really try to grow the game and do that by bringing in more culture and diversity and trying to bring in people from other sports and from different parts of the world and like different societies, like just different people that normally wouldn't be playing golf just because it wasn't accessible to them and they thought they didn't belong in a sport like that, you know?
Yeah.
So it's been interesting.
Starting your own small business can be a total roller coaster. Between all the bumpy twists and turns comes the actual business side of your business, which can really throw you for a loop. Luckily with QuickBooks, you can manage your business with confidence from the start. So no matter how bumpy the ride gets, you can always stay on track. New business? No problem. Success starts with Intuit QuickBooks. Learn more at QuickBooks.com. I know you said that you didn't watch a whole lot of golf when you first started playing, but was there anybody that you looked up to?
In golf?
Yeah.
I think maybe once I started to get into golf, I did like Michelle Wee. She's a friend of mine now. She's super sweet, but just because she dressed different and wore some cool shoes and stuff. But to be honest, I really looked at people outside of golf. Like I had more role models outside of golf than I did in golf. I think
like who?
I've always loved Michael Jordan, of course, and I've gotten to play with him, and he's amazing. I met him, and
stop the presses! You played golf with Michael Jordan?
He's his country club is in Jupiter, so obviously I've gotten to know him and his sons and stuff. So like that was amazing.
That's
obviously
so
playing
cool.
basketball.
Wait, who won?
I don't remember. I don't even think I think it was like 4 holes or something.
Okay. I was like, if I beat Michael Jordan in anything, I would have that date.
Talk about it
I would
forever.
have the timestamp. I would make it into a plaque, and I would say, I beat Michael Jordan in this sport at this time.
Yeah. So people like that, and then a family friend, Wayne Gretzky. I think growing up, getting to grow up with people like that, I just like kind of learned from people in other sports as opposed to like watching golf and then like focusing on one golfer and like I want to be just like them, you know.
Was there anybody's mindset in particular that you were really drawn to? Because you talk about 2 guys like that, right? To be great, there's this book Relentless. I don't know if you've heard of it or read it.
I've heard about it, yeah.
Okay, so it's very interesting. It's Michael Jordan's trainer, but he and Kobe Bryant, but he just talks about their mindset and how really that is kind of what separated them, along with the physical skills. But they needed that mindset and that drive. Is there anybody like that you're like, okay, this is what I aspire to be?
Actually, yes, and it's someone that came to be a mentor of mine, but he's not an athlete. Actually, it's Virgil Abloh, who was fashion designer. He ended up being a mentor of mine, which I'm so lucky to have had that.
That's amazing.
But after getting to know him and, you know, people around him, like his mindset is one of the best I've ever been around in my life. Just being able to look at everything with positivity and including everybody. And growing up, or playing golf, there's not a lot of that.
Yeah.
So for me to learn how to kind of bring that into my life has made my golf better. It's made everything better. So not an athlete, but definitely someone extremely important.
Do you have like a favorite moment that you shared with him? Or one that stood out to you?
Really just talking, like on Instagram, like sending over so many ideas I have and stuff, and him never once being like, oh, you know, that's stupid. Just being like, oh yeah, that's totally cool and makes sense. Like, let's try and do it. You know, like there was never anything that I said that could ever be wrong. You know? And for me, that was huge because I was
and
giving
for somebody
me
to like be at that status too, right? And you feel like, okay, like I'm a lot younger. Like he's like a pro in his world, you know,
like real validation. Like,
right.
I mean, if he thinks I'm right on that, then I must be the best at everything. Like, you know. So it was really good for my confidence and my mindset when it came to golf too.
That's so cool. I love that. I want to dive deeper into what you've done on social media, what you've done in the fashion space and with some of the brand collaborations you work with. But I'd like to take a halftime break if you're down.
Yes, of course.
I love playing heads up on this show. And I have a sports package.
Yes.
Are you down for it?
Of course.
Okay, let's do it. So this will be a mix of exercises and like sports things.
Okay.
I want to think of a number that we can collectively hit.
Okay.
I think 7. I think we could get 7. I don't know. Well, let's see. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Should I explain it?
Yeah, you explain to me without saying the word.
Okay. There's a bat.
Baseball?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you have a mat. There's like a hot version of it.
Yoga.
Yes.
Nice.
It's a exercise.
Okay.
And you're going side to side.
Like biking?
No.
Spin bike? I thought of Ariana Grande.
It's like a leg. It's like a leg workout, like
Squats?
a dynamic movement.
Lunges.
Similar, sort of. You're going like back and forth.
Jumping jacks.
No, like.
You can also skip. Do we want to skip?
Skip. Yeah. There you go, skip. Okay. Oh, there's pom poms.
Cheerleading.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, it's like a yoga move. Very like,
down dog.
Yes.
Okay.
Skip. It's like an older sport with a racket.
What was it?
Badminton.
Wait, let's see.
I don't really know how to describe badminton. Like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like.
Yeah, like a little birdie. That's what I should have said.
Panning for gold.
Right? What is that? Like, what is that?
All right, it's fine. We got another round.
I was trying to. I was like, maybe it's like a yoga pose or something. I haven't heard.
Oh wait, it's going. Sorry. Put it on your forehead. Down is we got it right.
Okay.
Up is skip.
Okay.
Okay, you run on this and it's indoor.
A treadmill?
Yeah. Okay, you take this to go work out and you put all of your things in something, you throw it over your shoulder. It's like a duffel.
Backpack?
But it's like, what do you call it? Like it's like
gym bag?
Yeah. Okay, great. Oh, this is when you do the thing that's also the hot thing that we talked about earlier. But you like do it in the air with other people holding you up and stuff.
Like dancing?
But like down dog, but with people holding you up. Okay, skip it. It's fine. Sorry. This is when you do like this and you're holding something.
A bicep curl?
Yeah, but what am I holding in my hand?
A dumbbell? A weight?
Yeah, basically. Barbell
okay.
curl.
Okay.
You were kind of. Okay, so this is when I'm like dancing and I spin on my head on the ground.
Oh, breakdancing?
Yeah. Okay, these are what I wrap around this part of my leg and they're heavy.
Weights? Ankle weights?
Yeah. And then, time. That one was hard. Curtsy lunges. I was trying to say acro yoga.
It's like hard
down dog, but in the sky.
Oh, that was a good
I don't know.
That was good. I was like in the sky.
I know, right? Sorry. Wait, how many do we get? We got 5. Okay. We got this. We can do it. You ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
Okay.
Anticipation.
I know. It's like a workout, I guess, and you're on your hands and feet, but facing upwards. And you're like crawling.
Crab?
Yeah, and sort of. This is a yoga pose that stretches out like your like chest
like
on the floor.
Like cat cow, but it's like, I forget what it's called.
It's like a snake.
Cobra.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Oh, this is like where you jump and your feet kind of like come up.
Tuck jump?
Similar.
Burpee?
No.
Straddle jump?
It's like named after an animal. You skip it.
Kind of animal.
Oh, this is a swimming, like a...
Diving?
No. It's
Swimming?
like, it's like a stroke.
Oh, breaststroke?
No.
The backstroke?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, this is a workout tool. You're jumping.
Jumping rope.
Yeah.
Dang it. Okay, we're getting worse. I'm just kidding. Wait, what was the one that was the
frog jump?
But
it was kind of. How do you like describe?
Ribbit.
Like it's like a tuck jump, but it's like.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Ribbit.
We got that. I'm confident. Okay, swipe up to play again. We got this. Okay. 7. 7's our number. I was really optimistic with that. Oh, this is like a low impact movement that's normally next to the treadmill in the gym, and you just like do.
Oh, cycling?
No, the other one where you stand up.
Elliptical?
And do it. Yeah. Okay, so this is when I bend down. Oh, actually, cheerleaders do this. It's like a straddle jump, but it's another name for a straddle jump.
Oh, pike jump?
No, it is a straddle jump, but it's a different name for it. So like when I do like this.
Like a split jump?
Okay, skip it. Take it. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, this is when I'm running really fast.
Sprinting.
Yeah. This is like those ice cream that never mind, skip it. I was trying to do a different way to describe it. Oh, I go in this and it's really hot and it's
a sauna?
Yeah, but what's the other one that's like the wet version of that?
A hot tub?
No. Like the sauna's the dry and then this one is the like when you get a facial you get that on your face.
Steam.
Yeah.
Steam room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is like when the raking leaves.
What?
Raking leaves?
I don't think that's an exercise. It's like a not intentional exercise.
I know. Okay, wait. We have one more in us. Who do you think's the best describing and who's the best guessing?
I don't know.
I'll describe.
And me guessing.
Yeah.
Okay, so swipe to play again.
Let's do this. We got this.
Okay.
Locked in. I mean, 5 is pretty good, but... Oh, this is like dancing?
Salsa?
Yeah, but similar.
So, ballroom dancing?
No, go up. It's fine. Okay. This is when I go backwards like a bat. Oh, tuck is also called...
A backflip?
Yeah. This is when you are like this on the ground. There's like a middle one, and then there's a one that's like this, just on one arm, and your body's in the straight line, and it works your core.
Side plank?
Yeah. Oh, this is when you're on the ground, like tumbling around on a mat.
Somersaulting?
Like me and you are fighting, but on a mat.
Wrestling.
Yeah. Okay, I am doing like this, and this is the tree, and I'm like...
Hammering?
Yeah, but what is the tree made out of?
Wood?
Yeah.
Oh, chopping wood.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Oh, this is like dancing like the red dress lady.
Salsa.
Yeah. Oh, I'm potting this outside.
Planting? Gardening?
Yeah. We were so close. How many did we get?
6.
Oh, you would have got fencing.
I know.
That was pretty good, though.
It was pretty good.
That was pretty good. They threw in like
gardening?
Gardening?
What?
Inside plank? That was pretty good. I'll take it.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
It's better than 5.
Right? I like 6. It's a good number. All right. Time for the second half. Football season is here, and nothing beats seeing your favorite team live. Not only does Vivid Seats have great NFL ticket prices, they're also the official ticketing partner of ESPN. And with Vivid Seats rewards, when you buy 10 tickets, you get the 11th free. Download the app or visit vividseats.com today. Vivid Seats. Life happens live. Receive a reward credit equal to the average price of the 10 tickets purchased, excluding taxes, fees, and processing costs. See vividseats.com/rewards for terms and conditions.
All right, people, we're brought to you by Caesars Sportsbook, the greatest sports betting app of all time. See, it's not just about the daily promos, odd boosts, or the hundreds of ways to wager. It's about the immortal words of Caesar himself: you bet, you get with Caesars Rewards. Every bet you place on the app, no matter the outcome, earns towards exclusive perks at Caesars Rewards destinations everywhere. Hotel stays, concert tickets, bonuses, and more. Download the Caesars Sportsbook app, become a Caesars Rewards member today, and get more with every wager. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-522-4700.
I want to dive a little bit deeper into what you've done on social media and what you've done with your different brand deals. Mm-hmm. You talked about Virgil, which is like an amazing mentor to have. And now you've gone into that fashion space. You had a shoot with Oakley today.
Yes.
So do you want to transition, or not even transition, but run parallel with golfing in this kind of brand fashion world?
Yeah, I would love to. I think it's been really interesting. I love being on the creative side of things. I think it's so much fun. And I've definitely learned a lot about that side.
Yeah.
I also really enjoy it in golf, again, because there's not a lot of creativity with the people and stuff. It's really nice for me to like learn and be around people on the other side of things that aren't really involved at golf at all, and see how I can kind of merge them and get those people interested in golf and people in golf more interested in fashion and stuff. Yeah. So I would like to do that. I think it's part of the plan.
What about your social media? I know that you have a pretty big following on Snapchat. which seem to also grow overnight. Like your golf skills seems to be a trend in your life.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
Me too.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's definitely also been interesting. Snapchat is a platform that I used when I was younger, obviously for like messaging, which I think is what a lot of kids used it for.
Right.
I didn't really realize the amount of people that used it to subscribe to other accounts. I ended up getting verified about a year ago, and then I started posting a lot of golf videos, and I'll post other stuff too, but mainly golf videos. And I think because there wasn't a lot of people doing that, they were still using it kind of for messaging, or they're like, oh, Snapchat's not in anymore. It blew up very fast because, again, I would think I was the only person doing it.
Yeah.
So it's definitely been interesting to kind of see that in comparison to, you know, other social media accounts like Instagram and TikTok and YouTube.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun to kind of explore this like old but new platform.
What are you at now with subscribers?
I don't know. I have to go look. It blew up really fast. Like active subscribers, probably 8-9 million.
That's crazy.
And then, you know, active, not active, it kind of depends, and I can see that with the analytics now.
Right.
But it's definitely been growing like really crazy.
I mean, that's insane because I think a lot of people don't even think of Snapchat as an active social media platform.
They don't.
Which I just got back into it as well, and I thought it was so interesting because I'm right now at like 125,000 followers, but my engagement is just as high as like my TikTok or my Instagram, where like I have over 1 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's crazy to see this platform kind of get its new wave in a breath where like TikTok and Shorts and Reels have kind of been taking over.
Yeah, definitely. I think like people are so programmed to use like Instagram and TikTok now that it's like, oh, Snapchat, like that doesn't even matter. But I feel like it's really kind of coming back, and a lot more people are using it. Like I definitely see more people using it, and it's making a comeback.
I'm gonna hit on this point one more time, but what do you think we could do in the U.S. and with the game of golf to get more kids involved, to get more celebrities involved, to like grow the sport in a way that we've seen, you know, basketball, football, all these other sports grow?
I think there definitely has to be a point where we start to modernize it, especially like how people view it. Kids that are my age or younger than me, like my siblings, like can't even sit and watch a movie because it's too long. You know, like kids are being programmed to watch 15-second videos. They get their news from 15-second videos. Like their life is made up of 15-second videos.
Yeah.
So I think it's hard to try to get young kids to watch 6 hours of golf coverage. I mean, I can't do that, and I play it.
Right.
I think if there's a way similar to how basketball, you know, they show like the hot shots, like the shot that won the game, or like just cool like bits and pieces where the kids don't have to watch the game, but they know that what's going on and they're invested in the players. And I think golf's definitely missing that.
Yeah.
It's also missing a lot of young people that are willing to kind of be different, again, because they're stuck in this kind of same world that they've been in for so long. I think the more people come into the sport and are okay with being different, dressing different, acting different, I think it'll definitely help move it forward and bring in a lot of younger kids that maybe thought they weren't built to like play a sport like that.
No, it is really interesting when you talk about the attention span, because I didn't even think about that as something to watch. It is hard to watch if you're not like a huge golf fan.
Definitely.
You know?
It's definitely hard.
I feel like the one caveat was Tiger in his true prime. You know,
absolutely,
that was a huge wave. But Tiger's not going to be playing forever.
Exactly.
You know, so we do need that next wave, and what that is. I think maybe even the commentary, like if we could get creative with that. Yeah.
Commentary is one thing I've kind of always talked about, especially when you watch like football and like the commentary is fun and they seem excited. And golf commentary to me has always been very slow. Yeah. And when I watch it, I'm like, I might as well not listen to anything. I mean, it's not even like in a bad way. It's just not something that I don't think young people want to listen to that. Like
it doesn't add as much value.
No, like if you could bring in young people to come commentate, other athletes, other celebrities to come in that don't really know what's going on. Like if you have people that do and then people that don't, like their reactions are going to be so exciting to watch, because like if you're someone that doesn't know a lot about golf, you're watching it in real time with someone else that doesn't know anything about golf.
Yeah.
Which I think would just make it a lot more exciting for like young kids to watch and listen to.
It's kind of like fun and relatable.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what
exactly.
I mean?
Where right now it's not.
I wonder, I know golf is such a cerebral game, and it is different than basketball and football in a sense, to where like sideline reporters can interview players and coaches and stuff on the sideline. That doesn't really happen in golf until the very end.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You can't really interject, and I can't see golf fans, at least where it stands now, being a huge fan of like,
yeah,
you know, like, hey, I'm going to come talk to you about how you're doing.
Exactly.
Like, no. I
exactly.
need to focus.
But I'm not like if you've grown up playing golf since you were 5, 6, like you've just been programmed to think like you can't talk, like no one can talk to me, like don't bother me, like no music, like no screaming, you know?
Right.
Like, but you just get used to that. Whereas like I feel like if you play football or basketball, you're just used to it. You're used to this like fun energy where the whole crowd's like feeling the same way you are. Like they're feeling the pressure, they're feeling the high energy, you know, like whereas golf's never had that.
Right.
So I think it's going to be hard to kind of break out of that, but I think it's definitely possible with a younger generation of kids trying to do it.
And it's maybe, you know, just trying it and experimenting a little bit. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I agree. So we are nearing the end of the game. I do have some buzzer beaters for you if you're down.
Yes, of course.
Describe your ideal courtside fit.
Ooh. All black with some really cool sneakers. I don't know which ones yet, but
I like it. I like the ones you're wearing right now.
Thank you. Off-white moment.
Those are cute. So who is one person, dead or alive, that you would love to sit courtside with?
I'm going to have to go back and say Virgil Abloh. Obviously, even though I did get to talk to him a lot, that is one person I would take with me.
I would love that. And what is one event in history, doesn't have to be a sporting event, could be anything, that you would love to have been courtside for?
I'm going to have to say probably like one of Michael Jordan's last games. Okay. Just to say that I was there, you know, just to experience it.
But wait, do we say Bulls era Michael Jordan last game?
Era.
Okay.
Bulls era, Michael Jordan era. Yeah.
Not Wizards era.
No. We're going to have to say Bulls era.
Do you have, before I let you go, do you have your favorite Michael Jordan story from being around him?
Honestly, just like anytime I've spoken to him, it's just so funny because I think, you know, he's such an amazing presence to be around that I feel like I'm learning just from sitting next to him. Yeah. But there's not one in particular because I feel like every time I'm in just amazement that I even get to talk to him. Right. But it's amazing. Like,
well, he's also somebody too that's not that accessible even to media, to anything. His circle seems to be really small. He's like a private guy. So
so anytime I get to learn from anyone like that, I'm just soaking it all in every single time.
Yeah, that's super dope. Well, tell him I said what's up. I can't golf, but
we'll get there. We'll get you there.
We're going to the driving range after this. Paris, before I let you go, let everybody know where they can find you on social media and anything that they should be on the lookout for.
Okay, my Instagram is Paris Hilinski Golf, and then my Snapchat's Paris Hilinski, and my TikTok's Paris Hilinski. So perfect. Check it out.
Thank you so much for coming on Courtside Club.
Of course. Thank you for having me. This was so much fun.
Make sure that you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. What's up, guys? It's Rachel DeMita. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Courtside Club. Make sure that you like, rate, and subscribe to ESPN's YouTube channel and wherever you listen to your podcasts. We have new episodes coming to you guys every single week, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you soon.